Every Rolfson down in Rolfsonville liked their stuff a lot, but the Grinch who kept house at Rolfsonville did not. The Grinch hated clutter every bit. Now please don't ask why. She'll just throw a fit. It could be perhaps that her dress was too tight. It could be her head wasn't screwed on just right. But I think what was most likely the reason was that her heart was just plain tired this season. Whatever the reason, her heart or her dress, she stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the mess, staring out from her cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the obstruction of a jumble of dress-up gowns, for she knew every Rolfson down in Rolfsonville home was busy now spreading out knickknacks they own. And they're leaving out rubbish, she snarled with a sneer. In 2 days is Christmas. It's practically here. Then she growled with her Grinch fingers nervously drumming, I must find some way to keep clutter from coming. For tomorrow I know the 2 Rolfson girls and 1 boy will wake bright and early. They'll rush for their toys. And then, oh the noise, I'm talking actual visual noise. There's one thing I hate, all the noise, visual noise. There'll be chaos and disarray, rubbish and fluff, disorganization, just plain too much stuff. Piles of odds and ends, stacks of mishmash, obstruction, congestion, eyesores, and trash. And then they'll do something I hate most of all. Every Rolfson down in Rolfsonville, the tall and the small, they'll stand close to tears with mental fog binding. They'll stand hands and fists, and those Rolfsons will start whining. I don't want to, I'm not cleaning up this mess. I don't want to, I don't know where to put the rest. And the more the Grinch thought of this crap-cramming cry-sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 15 years I've put up with it now. I must stop clutter from coming, but how? Then she got an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just what to do, the Grinch laughed in her head. I'll make tidying our home become something we don't dread. And she chuckled and clucked, what a great Grinchy trick. With a black bag and a box, I'll get rid of the ick. Then she loaded some bags and some old empty sacks in a ramshackle van, and then bought some old racks. The children all cried, don't take our stuff. Don't you even love us enough? The Grinch looked down at her children's sweet faces. Tears started to well, and she took slower paces. Of course I love you, my dears, but love is sometimes clouded by fears. Yes, I have fears, as do you. I fear I will have far too much to do. Doing is good when you do it with pleasure, but sometimes the doing becomes what you measure. I measure my worth in what I accomplish, and sometimes all that's left is a clear mind and heart wish. I fear I will spend far too much time running in circles and writing this rhyme, when I know I should do something far better, like teaching you to cook or to knit a sweater. Experience shows us I don't deal very well with a cluttered floor and a very bad smell. When I open a drawer and it just won't fit in, I'm tempted to toss it straight into the bin. Like, remember that time when you were all too tired to help me clean up and I was all wired? Grandma and Grandpa were coming to eat, but what they saw first was a horrendous defeat. With fury, I flung open the sliding glass door and chucked out the things that were strewn about on the floor. Now this is not a memory I hold with respect, but much more I hold myself in contempt. Do I want to resort to a tantrum each time? No, I would much rather have a cheerier chime. I would much rather raise my children in peace, so therefore the clutter I choose to release. Think of the time we would save if we owned so much less. There would be less whining as we picked up our mess. The clothes would be put in the proper location. How much easier would that be when planning a vacation? And here's something new. Imagine finding your shoe or starting a project without one who'll object. The focus, the clarity, the productivity, the playfulness, confidence, the creativity, the gratefulness, the helping, the space, the joy that I see in each little face. More hosting game nights and dinners, more seeing ourselves as relationship winners. Yes, more organization and simplification are dear to my heart because of unification. So, my Rolfson children, do you see how much more wonderful our home could be? For, say our heavenly parents when this plan was birthed, that home can indeed be a heaven on earth. So when you ask if I love you with trepidation, yes, I love you without hesitation. I love you when the going gets tough. I love you even when cleaning up is rough. So come on, gather round, here's something we will do. We'll declutter some stuff and make room for the new. We will share what we don't need with a good attitude. We will welcome our gifts with much gratitude. We will divide up the work and fight the good battle, remembering that anger and mess makes Mom rattled. Welcome Christmas, bring your cheer, cheer to all family and friends far and near. Christmas Day is in our grasp, as long as we have hands to grasp. Christmas Day will always be, just as long as we have we. Welcome Christmas while we stand, heart to heart and hand in hand.